Hi. Thank you for attending today's reading. Let's begin. I have no respect for people who can't co-parent peacefully. Especially women. Do I love my ex-husband? No. Do I like him? Not really. Would I ever get back together with him? Never. And I am sure he feels the same way about me. But he is a good father, and while we might differ on some things, we share the same objective of raising our kids as best as we can. He respects me and I respect him. It makes me, and him, cringe having to sit next to him at our kids' graduation ceremony. But we know it means a lot to our son to see both parents coexisting peacefully as opposed to seeing us yell and scream at each other in the parking lot like other separated parents do. It's just funny because I've met other moms. And it's only other women who tried to mommy shame me because I have 50-50 custody. Like I'm ashamed that the father of my kids wants to be involved as much as me, or that I shouldn't enjoy my peace and quiet during the week. End of story. Next story. I really pissed this girl off when I was in high school. 19, 2005. I had decided to grow out my hair in high school. In my senior year, it was about shoulder length. Very curly. One day I was walking to the bus stop during some heavy snowfall. The curls had accumulated a lot of snow. I got on the bus and sat down. At this point I found a hair tie in my pocket. I leaned forward and flung my head back to get my hair behind me. As I was putting in the tie, I got a hard smack to the side of my face. I turned around to see who hit me, to find a girl whose hair, face and shirt were covered in the wet snow that came of my hair. She was fuming. Super pissed. I immediately apologized and felt really bad. Didn't even care that she smacked me. I deserved it. Anyway, a few months later she got trampled to death by a horse. Either that or it was her twin sister. Never could tell him apart. End of story. Next story. I used to put stuff in my mum's ex-boyfriend's drinks and food. When I was 10-ish, my mum started dating this complete dick. Let's call him Gary, because that is the wanker's name. Gary adored my younger sister and my mum. He would take 'em out for dinners and buy my sister new toys and stuff. I was fine with that. I honestly loved being alone. More time with my books. I don't know if he noticed and decided to escalate, or if he didn't even notice. But he began cornering me when I was alone, calling me fat, ugly, stupid. I was wearing clothes for 12-year-olds. But I had hit puberty like a brick wall, as Mum put it. Literally arse and tits nearly overnight. I hated it. I don't think I'm ugly, and looking at pictures now I think I was a pretty cute kid. Also, I was top in all of my classes. So fuck you, Gary. Fucking wankstain. But like I said, I was 10. And at that age you're just beginning to build your own self-esteem and all that. And I was also being bullied at school. Nerd. Poor. Creepy. You get the picture. So I was seriously beginning to absolutely hate myself. So Gary was bullying, verbally abusing me at home. Kids were jerks at school. I had nowhere safe. Now, at this point I know I should have told my mum. But she had been going through a rough patch on her own, and even if he was a complete fuck to me, my mum was smiling again. So I just took it. Well, I didn't tell her anyway. Instead I would put stuff in his coffee as I made it. I would put salt and vinegar in. I'd spit. Particularly when I had tonsillitis. I'd sprinkle washing powder in. Basically, if I could get it to dissolve, in it went. Also, at 10, my mum had started letting me cook dinner on my own. Nothing fancy. Pasta. Frozen food. It made me feel grown up. And I'd put stuff in there too. Once I'd dished it up, I'd spit, sneeze. I even mixed 1/2 teaspoon of bleach in once. Basically, once in a while he'd get ill. And I felt better knowing that he was eating, drinking my spit, whatever. Anyway, just after my 11th, he and my mum broke up and he seemed to vanish. I didn't want to upset my mum, but I found out that he was doing drugs in our house in secret and that was a no-no. So I told my mum about him calling me names and all that. She cried and said she was sorry and made me swear that if anyone ever does that again I had to tell her. She'd rather I be safe than have me insulted at home. And when he tried to get back with her about a month later, she told him to fuck off and threatened him. Last time I saw him, he looked the stereotypical crackhead. So I win. Also, fuck you Gary. Edit. Thank you to everyone. I feel validated and I'm glad I posted this. End of story. Next story. I was going to kill myself today. But as I was sitting writing my note, a woman and her young son walked past to feed the ducks. Seeing them reminded me of myself and my little boy. And I just called na euro t do it. I called na euro t imagine leaving him. No matter what ia euro m going through. Ia euro ll carry on for him. Edit. Thank you so much for all of the kind comments. I never thought people would care. I just made this post as a sort of benchmark to remind myself to keep going. Ia euro m sitting here crying my heart out reading some of these. Thank you to everyone who has taken the time to message or comment to me. Ia euro ve been in a really dark place and life has just been so hard to the point I felt everyone would just be better off with me gone. But today has made me realize that the truth is different. No matter what it makes me think. Ia euro ll get through this. Once again, thank you for the kind comments. And to everyone who had something nasty to comment or message me. Then I sincerely hope you never feel as low as I did today. And I hope that if you ever do, someone else shows you the compassion that you have in a euro t. Also, just to clarify to some, I am indeed female. All the best everyone. Ia euro m off to tuck my son into bed and cuddle him extra close. Edit 2. Wow. Ia euro ve just woke up and my inbox has absolutely exploded. I just want to say once again I am so moved by the response this has gotten. Thank you for your messages and chats. Every single one. And thank you for the awards. Ia euro m sorry if I don't a euro t reply. Ia euro m a bit overwhelmed and eat a euro s a lot to take in. But ia euro m so appreciative that you a euro ve taken the time to send me a message. Ia euro m laying low for a while. Just spending the days with my little guy. Letting him know how much hey euro s loved. From the bottom of my heart. Thank you all for the support. Stay safe everyone. I promise I will. 2. End of story. That is all for today. If you want to support my automated channel feel free to drop a like and subscribe. See you tomorrow.